still got Eli above you.
I literally offered to buy you food.
And I politely declined.
And I politely asked you, with my own money, I was going to buy you food. Do I really have to bring a chair?
Unless you want to stand the whole time.
Okay, what am I doing?
Okay. So you're running this and this.
That seems like a lot of responsibility.
Always.
I don't like that.
Okay? Right here, you don't have to touch anything other than the cut button. I'll take care of the starting lineups for beginning of the game. But ultimately what it comes down to is any of these. If you click on one of them, very similar to like our video switcher, we have a preview and a program. So this is what's about to go out live. This is what's actually going out live. Okay? This one is 4-3, and you can see the name there, so it'll kind of tell you. Get loud. Let's go comments. What do you mean?
You said, I don't know. You're confusing me.
Talk it out. What are you confused about?
I don't know how to word it. Like when you're on this one. Can you explain that to me again?
So if you click on any of these, just one click, it pops up in a preview window. So basically it's saying, hey, when I hit cut right here, that's going to make it go live and it'll play automatically. Okay? When that does, ideally, you got the live video up there. That cut button switches it from the live video feed to the computer feed. Okay? So if we're on the live feed and you wanted to play this logo here, you have to hit cut here first and then cut there, and that goes up there. During the game, when you're doing any of these, leave it up there for like 2 or 3 seconds. We don't want it up there super long, 2 or 3 seconds, and then you can cut back.
Will you hold me at the start?
No, because I'll be commentating.
I'm scared.
If Drew can do it, you can do it. Just pay attention to the game as something big happens, like if somebody from our team makes like a 3-pointer, okay? 3. Cut, cut. If you pay attention to the game, you will. The only specific ones that we have are for 3 and a dunk, okay? If it happens, yeah. But the rest of them, like, get loud if something big's going on, and as soon as it's getting really hyped up and loud and all that stuff, throw it up there. It's really fine. Let's go comments. That can be during a timeout or whatever. We probably won't use this one, so either of those two are pretty interchangeable. But these two are very specific. Yeah.
Okay, so I press it, then press cut on here to cut one.
Yep.
That's it?
Sort of. You let it stay up there for about 2 seconds, hit cut again so it goes back to the live video feed, and you're good. Right. During the game, we want mostly our live video feed up there. But on occasion, we'll throw up these graphics. Yeah. Huh? I do.
This is why I want to grip play, because I've never done this before.
Sorry, broski.
No, it's scary.
mess up, then send it back to the live video feed. Try again.
Okay, so make sure I'm right. I put that on there, right? Leave it for 2 seconds. That's all I'm here.
Nope. Nope. Leave it for 2 seconds on here and then hit cut again so it goes back to the video feed. And then you can change it out here.
I can't hear you.
When you hit cut here, you then hit cut here. Leave it for about 2 or 3 seconds. Hit cut here again to send it back to the video feed, and then you can do whatever here.
Okay,
If this is not up there, you can do whatever you want on it.
Okay, that's what was
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Chanute High School.
We'll do national anthem first, and then I'll do the starting lineups.
A reminder, the contest is being played under the authority of the Kansas City High School Activities Association, whose rules provide for fair play and good sportsmanship among athletes and coaches. Respect for the officials, players, and coaches, and respect for the host facilities are expected and essential for the success of this athletic event. We encourage you as fans and spectators to applaud fair play and respect the rights of those around you, and to promote only the highest ideals of good sportsmanship. In accordance with the Kansas State Fire Marshal regulations, we request that you take a moment to recognize the emergency exits closest to you. The use of tobacco products in any form belonging to USP 413 is strictly prohibited, and we thank you for your cooperation in upholding our policies. Thank you for support of Blue Comet basketball. And now tonight we have a special treat, ladies and gentlemen. The Chanute Select Ensemble will perform our national anthem under the direction of Miss Rebecca Davis.
Also,
And for the Blue Comet, a 5'10" senior,
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Chanute High School and welcome to Comet Vision. My name is Caleb Wood, and you are watching tonight's SEK matchup between the Chanute Blue Comets and the Iola Mustangs. Now, we don't often have Iola here in Chanute, but we do try to get them in at least once a year, and that night is tonight. So we're going to be starting off. I'm going to read off some of our starting lineups for Iola. Number 1, junior Brooklyn Holloway starting for the Mustangs. Number 5, freshman Hayden Desmarto. Number 15, a junior Mahala Burris. Number 20, also a junior, Zoe Hess. And number 25, freshman Brylin Rutherford. And for your Chanute Blue Comets, tipping off for us, a senior, number 24. That was Avery Hicks. Guarding closely, is Kate Unier. Now guarding is going to be number 25, the freshman, Grace Lubring, as there's a travel called on the play against Brooklyn Holloway. Sarah Unier also out on the floor, and then lastly, Brenna Peter for the Blue Comets. Unier gets it to Lubring. Lubring swings it over to Sarah. Sarah looking down low, gets it back up top to Kate. Now across to Brenna. Brenna middle to Lubring. Lubring, her pass gets stolen away by Brylin Rutherford. Mustangs kicking it down low. Another travel, back-to-back travels for the Mustangs. Desmarto gets called on that one. Quite a few freshmen here on this varsity squad. In fact, looking at the roster, it's all freshmen and all juniors. Hicks hands it off to Peter. Peter looking down low for Lubring. Lubring somehow gets the ball back now to Unier for a three-pointer, and that's good for Sarah Unier. 3 points right off the bat for her. Blue Comets in their full court press. And 3 travels in a row for the Mustangs. Unfortunate start here so far. See if they can get things back together and a shell out for the Blue Comets, against the Blue Comets. Peter now to Unier, another 3. She's going to give it a shot, no good. Rebounded by Hess. Desmarto now with the ball, gets it up to Holloway. Holloway driving in the middle, gets it down low to Hess. Hess turnaround spin move, and that's good for Mahala Hess. Oh, pardon me, Zoe Hess. She's got the first 2 points of the game for the Mustangs. Hess gets the ball back, gives it up to Desmarto. Mustangs swinging it around. Hess with the ball back to Desmarto. She drives middle, kicks it back out to Rutherford, back to Hess. Desmarto looking down low to Hess. And it's good for another 2 points for her. She's got the only 4 points for the Mustangs. Early lead for Iola. Chanute slows things down a bit. Peter driving baseline, pulls it back out. Now Kate driving middle. And she gets, looks like a little bit of a hip check from Desmarto. A few subs for the Blue Comets coming in. We got Lainey Holtzman, Jenica Ruark, and Addison Kett as Peter Hicks and Lubring take a seat for a little bit. Blue Comets throwing it on their own baseline now. Right in the middle, wide open. Cat, but she loses the ball. Had sure points there had she not dropped it. Blue Comets get it back thanks to Jenica Ruark poking the ball out from behind. Holtzman, quick 3 release, a little long there. And that's going to be off of the Mustangs. Going to stay with the Chanute here. Lainey Holtzman had to really run out front to grab that pass, but she pulls it right in and launches it up. Unier driving baseline jump stops, up and under, no good. Tries to get her own rebound, knocks it out of bounds. It's going to be Mustang basketball. Iola still up by 1 so far. Ball comes into Holloway. She almost gets called for another travel. And stolen by Ruark as Sarah Unier gets another 2 points for herself. She's got 5, takes the lead back for the Blue Comets. Blocking foul on Addison Kett for the and 1. And Zoe Hess is going to go to the line for 2 more. She's got Iola's 6 points already. Kett, that's her first foul. Blue Comets now. Gets the ball back. Holtzman looking to slow things down a little bit. Now Unier with the ball. Back to Holtzman. Driving middle. Kicks it back out to Ruark. Holtzman for a 3. And that's good for Laney. Laney's now adding to the Blue Comet point system here. And Sarah Unier, the track star, comes up from behind, pokes it right out from Mahala Burris. Great job of rushing up there, getting back on defense. Desmarto gets it back to Hess. Pardon me, that was Rutherford. Desmarto gets the ball poked out by Unier. Holtzman and Unier switch on defense. Unier now guarding Holloway. Holloway step back, almost loses it there for a second. Hess now drives the middle, bounces it back to Holloway, and that's good for 3 for Brooklyn. Holloway. Unier sisters back and forth. Sarah feeling it tonight, but not on that shot. Rebounded by Ruark, gets it to Holtzman for another 3-point attempt. In and out, rolls around. No good. Holloway with the ball. Gets poked out by Kate Unier. It's going to stay with the Mustangs, though. We got a couple subs coming in for the Blue Comets. Lily Fisher and Grace Unier back into the game. Fisher's first time seeing the court tonight. Desmarto gets it to Holloway. Holloway pull up 3, long off the mark, rebounded by Desmarto. Again, no good for the Mustangs. Ruark gets it deflected, but picked back up by the Blue Comets. And Sarah Unier, another 3 points for her. She's got 8. Mustangs pushing it back down the court, seeing what they can do. Coast to coast is Holloway, and that's no good. Tipped out of bounds by Zoe Hess, and that's going to be Blue Comet basketball. Iola, Cation Curry coming in for Rutherford. Lubring gets it to Sarah, back to Lubring. Now to Holtzman, almost loses out of bounds, deflected by Desmarto. Middle to Ruark, back to Sarah. Sarah goes up, causes the foul, and that's going to be a foul on Burris. And she's going to go to the line for 2. Bursa's first foul, second foul for Iola tonight. Sarah's got 9. Off the back of the iron. Tipped out of bounds by Fisher. Going to stay with Iola. Kate Unier in for her sister, giving Sarah a well-deserved break. Sarah, once again, 9 points so far just this first quarter. Mustangs pushing the ball up the court. Blue Comets always doing a great job of coming up from behind. Stolen by Fisher. Chanute now with the ball. Holtzman for a 3. Bit short. Picked back up by Hess. Hess has 4 rebounds for tonight so far. Deflected by Fisher. Great job there as they were looking down low for Zoe. That's not going to happen. Looks like Burse is going to take a seat as Rutherford comes back in for the Mustangs. Chanute looking like they're in a bit of a zone, but could be just a spread out man defense. Yeah, it looks like they're back in a man defense. Holloway, long 3, and that's good for Holloway. She's got 6. Unier bringing the ball back for the Blue Comets, hands it off to Lubring, now to Holtzman. She drives baseline, pull up mid-range, gets fouled going up, so she's going to go to the line for 2. That's going to be a foul on Rutherford. That's her first foul. Holtzman, first shot's good. We see Brenda Peter coming in for Jenica Ruark. Jenica, great player to sub in and do what needs to be done for the Blue Comets. Off the bench, Holtzman, her second shot. Also good. 2 for 2 from the line there. She's got 5. Curry throwing it in. Gets it into Hess. Back to Curry. Curry loses it. Should have been out of bounds, but referee did not quite see it. Holloway, head of steam coming in across the lane. Gets fouled going up. That foul is going to be on Sarah Unier. Her first foul of the night. As Holloway is going to go to the line for 2. She's got 6. Can't make it quite 7 just yet. No timeouts have been called so far in this first quarter. That's 7 for Holloway. Both the Mustangs and the Comets just letting each other play tonight. Lubring posting up in the middle. Looking to turn. Skip it across court. Gets it to Peter. Peter for 3. Brenna. Silent shooter if you let her. Hess now with the ball. Gets it to Rutherford. Rutherford gets tied up in a jump ball with Sarah Unier. And that's going to go back to the Blue Comets. Great turnover there and great use of the hands by Sarah. Lubring to throw it in for the Blue Comets. Referees waiting around. Looked like Curry was trying to get her shoes tied. Fox telling the Blue Comets, hey, slow it down, take your time, get a good shot. Fisher in still for the Chanute. Peter, pull up mid-range a little long. Fisher trying to get the rebound, and that's going to Chanute as Lily Fisher knocks it out of bounds. Brenna Peter giving a few high fives and all smiles on the court after that miss. Desmarto gets it to Hess. Hess back to Desmarto. Over to Curry. Curry gets called for a travel. Shuffled her feet a little bit. 17-13. 8.7 seconds left on the clock. Blue Comets look like they're going to get the last shot of the quarter. Unier back to Kate. No good, and that's going to be it for the first quarter here. We're going to take a little bit of a break. We'll be right back here in just a little bit on Comet Vision. 17-13, Blue Comets up top here tonight against the Iola Mustangs. Iola coming out shooting really well, if we're being honest. A few great shots from Brooklyn Holloway. She's got she's got 7 so far tonight, leading the Mustangs. And then right behind her is Zoe Hess, and she's got 6 of her own. Doing a great job posting up early down low, getting some great looks, and just making buckets for Iola tonight. Holloway now with the ball, starting the second quarter. Fakes the 3, gets it down in the middle to Burris. Burris drives, kicks it back out to Rutherford. Back to Holloway. She pump fakes, drives to the right. Rutherford now tries to get it to Hess, but Brenna's right there. Sarah driving to her left. Bank shot is open for Sarah Unier. She's in double digits. Holloway guarded tightly by Unier as Kate comes up out of nowhere and picks it off. Kate, jump stop, goes up with her right, no good. Tipped out of bounds by Avery Hicks, and that's going back to Iola. Just a hop, skip, and a jump. Desmarto driving with her right, getting trapped right past half court. Gets it somehow to Hess. Hess drives baseline, spins around, gets blocked going up, but that's going to be a foul on Avery Hicks. That's going to be Avery's first foul of the quarter. Both teams did a pretty good job in the first quarter with limiting their fouls. I think the Mustangs only had 3, and Chanute had 2 of their own. Hess, her shot's good. Good looking shot there from the foul line. Second shot off the mark. She's tied for leading scorers for the Mustangs. Sarah Unier across court, going up with her right, no good. Avery coming out of nowhere, trying for the rebound, but doesn't get it. Instead, picked up by Rutherford. She's got a couple rebounds on the night. Ball skipped across. Now to Holloway. Holloway picks up her dribble, nowhere. Burris now looking to get it back to Holloway. Gets stuck. Now Desmarto driving to her left. Back to Holloway. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Pull up from Hess. She's got to put something up. No good. Rebounded by Lainey Holtzman. And Lainey gets fouled by Burris as she gets shoved out of bounds. Ball's going to be thrown in on the baseline. Curry coming back in for the Mustangs as Burris is going to take a little bit of a seat. Kate bringing the ball up the court, jump stop, gets it to Sarah. Kate now to Brenna in the middle. Laney for 3 is just a bit short. Rebounded by the Mustangs. Picked up a double team early. Gets it thrown off of Avery Hicks's knee. And so it's going to stay with the Mustang possession here. Curry throwing the ball in, gets it to Rutherford. Rutherford skips it in the middle to Desmarto, and she drives to her left. Slides on something. Her shoes just kept going when she tried to stop. So she gets called for the travel, and it's going to be Blue Comet basketball. Uniers back and forth. Gets it to Peter in the middle. She drives right, gets it out to Holtzman. Holtzman drives short. Picked up as a rebound by Avery Hicks, and she gets fouled going up. That one looks like that foul is going to be called on Holloway. Yep, and she was right there. She got smacked right on the arm. Second shot, just a bit short off the front of the rim. Holloway gets a rebound, and she just takes it coast to coast, steps back, no good. Mustangs slowing things down a little bit, working their way around the clock. Curry gets it to Hess. Hess back to Desmarto. Back to Curry. Almost picks up the travel. And there's the final call. Travel on the Mustangs. Avery Hicks is going to take a little seat, giving Jenica Ruark a little bit of time on the court. Kate coming in, gets it to Lubring, and Lubring loses it but gets the ball back. Paige Hellman comes in as well, but immediately gets called for the travel as she was trying to jab step and drive to the rim. Paige Hellman, another one of those very quick players on the court that just moves really well. Holloway drives, no good. Rebounded by Hess. Kicks it back out for a turnover. Hess has 5 rebounds. Looks like we do have a 30-second timeout here. I'm going to take that timeout with him and get myself a little bit of a drink. We'll be right back right here on Comet Vision. It's been a fight so far here in the first half, 20-14. Not a tremendous lead by the Blue Comets, but enough to keep things comfortable for them so far. Kate Unier handling the ball for the Blue Comets. Lubring, wide open, decides not to take it, tries to get it to Ruark down low, but she gets it poked away. Holloway gets the steal and takes it all the way back down the court, but misses, and Holloway will pick up her second foul of the night. Also in for the Blue Comets, we have Claire Jones, the freshman. As we've talked about multiple times, this Blue Comet basketball team is full of quite a few freshmen, just like Iola. Curry almost loses it, step back fader, no good. Rebounded by Kate Unier. Unier has been pretty quiet with her stats so far. Still the main ball handler for Chanute. Claire Jones gets a quick 2. And that's going to be a timeout with 3.5 minutes left here for the Chanute Iola game. 30-second timeout. We're going to stay here for just a little bit as Fox talking with his team. Doesn't really have a whole lot to say, just making sure that they stay careful with the ball, make sure that they're not going to make quick decisions or anything anything too foolish on the court. They have a still very good lead here, and they don't want to mess that up with some silly ball movements. Iola, on the other hand, still doing a great job of pushing the ball to the rim, but unfortunately they haven't been able to finish super well. Other than that, they really don't have much of a problem getting to the rim to score. It's the scoring factor that they're coming up with issues with. Lubring gets the steal from Rutherford. Lainey Holtzman drives, kicks it back to Sarah. Sarah, long 3, way short. Claire tries to save it, throws it, and Lubring not quite there to save it from going out of bounds again. So that's going to go to Iola to see if they can turn around and do something with it. Cameron Willie in for the Mustangs, the freshman. Iola's moving the ball around, gets it down low to Hess. Hess, big body, gets fouled going up, and 1 for Zoe Hess. She's got 9, trying to make it 10. Couple subs coming in. Claire Jones going to take a seat. Same with Jenica Ruark as Avery Hicks and Brenna Peter check in to relieve them. Hess, her free throw, bit long. And she gets her own rebound back, though. And she gets fouled again going up. So Hess with several rebounds tonight and another opportunity to score. Brenna Peter, I believe that was her second foul of the night. Oh, pardon me, that was not on Peter. That was on Avery Hicks. So she's going to immediately leave as Lily Fisher comes in for her. Second shot, no good for Hess. Desmarto dribbling around, gets it to Rutherford. Looking down low for Hess. Hess gets hung up with Sarah Unier and drives to the rim, gets fouled going up. She's going to go to the line for another 2 points. First shot's no good. Hess under 50% from the line. Second shot, nails it. She's got 10. Lubring to Holtzman, Holtzman to Peter, Peter down low to Fisher, Fisher to Lubring. Mid-range for Lubring is good. Grace needs to pick things up a little bit. She is just as much of a scorer as anybody on the team, but she's also very humble with her scoring. Sarah Unier guarding tightly against Desmarto. Rutherford, long 3, short. 3 points in. Hess gets called for the off-ball foul. referees are discussing whether or not that three-pointer is good. Zoe Hess, that was her first foul of the night. Referees are still discussing. I don't know the rules here for this specific instance, so we'll see how the referees decide. They will go ahead and give the three-pointer to Rutherford. So 3 points for Iola. So that cuts it within 4. Holtzman's going to take a seat. Kate back on the hardwood for the Blue Comets. 24-20. Chanute under 2 minutes left. Now with the ball. Sarah looking over to Kate. Kate looking middle. Trying to look across the middle for someone. Didn't even notice that she was wide open, but turns the ball over instead. Desmarto now gets the ball. Takes the screen from Hess. Driving baseline. Gets it down low to Hess. Hess, big hands, does not get it though, loses it. Ball goes to Sarah. Sarah to Lily. Goes off of Lily's hands. Ball was thrown a bit behind her. Iola head coach Emily Sig looking for answers about what happened down there with Hess, thinking that there should have been a foul. Iola now with the ball. Kate comes up with the steal. She's driving. She's spinning up and under. Right hand underlay, no good. Gets her own rebound though. Moving the ball around. Gets to the corner. Gets it around to Fisher. Fisher goes up, gets fouled. And Lily Fisher's going to go to the line for 2. Kate Unier did a great job there of getting around some defenders. Knew that the shot going up was going to be a tough one with it being contested and decided to get it to a wide open Fisher. Fisher had some offside defense coming her way and ultimately took the foul going up against Rutherford. So Rutherford now has 2 fouls on the night. First shot's good for Fisher. Second shot also good. Hess gets the inbounds, looking for someone. Finally gets it to Desmarto. Got it tightly. And it looks like it's just going to bounce right off of her foot. Out of bounds. Blue Comets with the ball. Desmarto very unhappy with her performance on that play. Got to let it slide. 37 seconds left. A little more than the shot clock. Unier to Unier. Now to Lubring. Lubring in the middle. Back out to Unier. She drives left. Jump stops. Pivots. Gets it back to Lubring. Sarah, long 3. No good. Picked up by Kate. And Kate gets fouled going up. Kate always seems like she's right there for the rebound. Lainey Holtzman coming in for Sarah Unier. I think Fox is going to give Unier just a little bit of a break. Jenica Ruark also waiting to come in. And Kate, her second shot's good. As Lubring's going to take a seat. Blue Comets in a full court press, but Ruark kind of hanging out back a little bit. Lily Fisher gets a foul, trying to swipe the ball away from Hess. Zoe's going to go ahead and go to the line. Both teams on their 5th fouls of the quarter. So every foul from here on out is going to result in 2 free throws. Hess rattles out, no good for the Mustang. Fox sending in some of the starters again, along with Claire Jones. Lubering and Sarah back in that group. Hess, her second shot. Bottom of the net. She's got 11. Unier driving, gets it to Kate. Kate drives left. Going all the way under the basket, looking for someone. Pivots. Shuffles her pivot foot and gets called for the travel. No foul, Coach Holmes says. 5 seconds left. 4, 3, 2. And no call on the play despite Zoe Hess tackling Unier. And that's going to be the end of the first half here in Chanute. 28-21 is your score here at halftime. We'll be right back after a bit to talk about the first half. 28-21 is the score from the first half here. Chanute, Iola. We're about 3 minutes from the start of the second half here. Iola, as we've talked about before, has done a pretty fantastic job for the most part with getting to the rim, but unfortunately has not been able to finish at the goal super well tonight. Chanute, on the other hand, started shooting lights out early on, and then kind of came up on a bit of a dry spell there. Chanute also has been doing a pretty great job on the defensive end with catching up from behind and poking the ball out. That's kind of been their specialty all year long. And then at the same time, also double teams. Chanute has been doing pretty great with double teaming anybody in any corner of the court, and even just surprise double teams, which in return have caused lots of turnovers for Iola. Chanute coming out here in the second half looking to better their shooting percentage. They've been doing, they're usually a pretty decent scoring team. They're out here at the moment warming up. So we'll see how the Blue Comets can bring their A game here in the next minute and a half. I'm going to take a quick break. I'll be right back in just a little bit. I watched him come up. Iola coming out in great spirits so far, having fun with each other, looking at themselves on the video board, and just having a good time here. Holloway, the Mustangs' lead scorer, pardon me, runner-up for lead scorer, is going to have to come out and take some really smart shots here in this second half in order for Iola to have a chance of a comeback here. And, of course, as we all know, give the ball to Zoe Hess. She's been doing so much work down low with the big body and great hands holding on to the ball. Blue Comets moving the ball around the perimeter. Brenna, nowhere to go along the baseline. Kate driving with her right. Lubring, mid-range is good for Grace. As I mentioned before, she can score. She doesn't always take the opportunity to, though. So more we can see of that from Grace Lubring, the better for the Blue Comets. Rutherford gets the ball stripped. Jump ball, and that's going to stay with Iola. As the Mustangs throw it in from their far sideline. Desmarto gets the ball poked out, but she gets it right back. Rutherford now with the ball, takes the screen. Gets it stripped by Sarah. Sarah goes up with it right. Fouled going up. Let's see, that was a foul on Holloway. That's her third foul. She's got to be careful. She still has a long second half to go with 3 fouls now. Unier to the line for 2. She's got 11 so far tonight. Shots off the mark. Second shot. Again, a bit short, rebounded by Rutherford. And stolen back by Unier. The shot is no good off of Kate Unier. And it's going to be Mustang basketball. Curry coming in for Iola as Rutherford's going to take a little bit of a seat. Holloway now getting it up to Desmarto. She slings it across court, almost gets it stolen. Now it's stolen by the Blue Comets, stripped. Caught back by the Mustangs. Long three from Holloway, in and out, no good. Rebounded by Curry, but also tied up between her and Peter. That's going to be a jump ball in Blue Comet basketball. Great job of being there by both Curry and Peter as they wrestled for it in the exact same spot. Kate now gets it to Brenna. Brenna wide open, decides not to take it. Lubering, pump fakes, drives middle, looks like she gets held on for just a little bit by Mahala Burris. Pardon me, I guess it's pronounced Mahala Burris. Sarah gets it out to Kate. Kate now to Lubering, back to Sarah. Long three, no good. Grace tries to get it out to Peter, and that's going to be a low pass. And that's going to go right into the band section. Blue Comets not doing a great job handling the ball so far this second half. They're going to have to pick things up. Almost a travel by Holloway. She gets it off. Desmarto going up, no good, in and out. Rebounded, no good by Willie. Unier gets the rebound, gets it up to Brenna. Brenna goes up, gets fouled. And Brenna's going to go to the line for two. That was Sarah Unier's first rebound of the game. And Brenna, with her big smile now at the free throw line. First shot is, in and out. Had several of those tonight so far. Falling into the rim, rattled or spun out. Hate to see that happen. Hess taking the seat as she gets replaced by Rutherford. And Brenna's going to try for a second shot. Second shot is good. Brenna's got 4. Willie now with the ball. Hands it off to Holloway. Holloway getting hung up by Kate. And that's going to be a backcourt violation on Holloway. Coach Sig is not happy with that. And it seems that what happened was, even though Holloway got the ball stripped, she picked the ball back up and then took a step behind the half-court line. So somehow Iola gets the ball back. And Willie gets the ball down low, gets fouled. Fouled by Lubering. So Lubering has 2 fouls so far. Desmarto now looking at the corner to Holloway. Willie now down low. Ball goes right through her hands, rebounded by Hicks. Kate Unier throws the ball up. No good. Holloway gets chest bumped by Sarah. Saw that from way back here. Holloway thought about taking the shot to make it a shooting foul, but decides against it. Curry to Desmarto, loses it, picked up by Sarah. Sarah bringing it down herself, gets it to Peter. Peter drives baseline. Bounce passes, gets it to Kate. In through traffic, and she gets the 2 points. Kate's got 4. Stolen from behind is Kate, and she gets hung up with Holloway. Brooklyn Holloway frustrated. She's got 4 and an entire fourth quarter to go. Holloway, that's a tough 4 fouls for her. She's gonna have to take a seat. Coach Sig is gonna wait just a bit though, let her stay in, see what happens. Lainey Holtzman for the 3, off the mark, rebounded by Jenica Ruark. Back to Holtzman, to Sarah now, back to Holtzman again, and to Sarah once more. Now to Kate. Kate drives middle, jump stops, goes up, right hand is good. Kate's got 6. She's starting to break out of her shell this half. Holloway driving right, kicks it across court to Desmarto. Now to Rutherford, mid-range is good. Rutherford's got 5. Great mid-range shot for her. Unier now to Kate, driving with her left, gets hung up a little bit. Holloway's got to keep her hands off. Sarah now, no good. Rebounded by the by the Mustangs, but stripped and put back by Ruark. Timeout for the Mustangs. We're going to take the timeout with them as soon as we see how long this timeout's going to be. That's going to be a full 60-second timeout. We'll be right back right here on Comet Vision.
The Seahawks will probably win by 2 touchdowns. They're a lot better.
I'm saying it by a field goal.
A field goal?
That's what Gage, me and Gage are like, it's going to be a field goal.
I don't know. Seahawks are a lot better football team.
I know. I'm ready to see Drake Mayfield.
Do what?
I'm ready to see Drake Mayfield.
Why? He's Tom Brady, like he's average.
I know.
He's not as good as Tom Brady.
No.
37-23, coming out with just 3.5 minutes left here in the third quarter. Iola coming in strong, loses it though. Jump stop by Kate, tries to get it across the lane. Back to Sarah. Sarah, long 3 is good for her. And she'll take the 14 points she has so far tonight. And it looks like Blue Comets are back with another steal. Jenica Ruark on the opposite side of the block. Another 2 points for her. Blue Comet defense is all over the place so far. Ruark almost got a steal of her own. Tipped away by Unier. But stolen back by Desmarto as she gets a wide open lane for 2. That's her first 2 points of the game. Ball gets thrown out of bounds. That goes back to Iola. A lot happening so far after this 60-second timeout. If you stepped away for the last minute, you missed a lot already. Kate Unier taking a seat for Chanute. Desmarto with the ball, gets it over to Curry. Curry takes the screen from Willie. Now to Desmarto, looking down low for Hess. Addison Cat with the deflection, stays with Iola though, but great defense to swim around Zoe for the deflection. Mustangs looking for something. Willie gets the ball, no good. Rebounded by Lubring. Ball pushes down the court. Unier, Sarah with another 2. She's got 16. Blue Comets in a full court press. Ket trying to poke it out from behind. Gets called for the foul though.
Chanute still full court. Hess not guarded closely by Ket, though. Desmarto driving baseline. She's going to have to be the new main ball handler for a while. Foul. And Hess is going to line for a three-point play. Lily Fisher gets called for the foul there. Sarah Unier going to take a seat as Brennan Peter comes in and Avery Hicks comes in for Ruark. Ruark having a great time. She's got 4 so far this evening. Hess. Can she make it 14 for the night? No good. Rebounded by Fisher. Kate now with the ball. She drives baseline. Jump stops in the lane, gets it to Hicks. Hicks goes up, gets fouled, and so she'll go to the line. Seems like there's plenty of times that Kate Unier can just drive in at her, well, anytime she wants, and decides to dish it off across the lane. Very selfless of her. Hicks makes the first one. Second one, also good. Stolen by Lubring, rather. And that's going to stay with Mustangs, though, but great job of being there by Grace Lubring. Rutherford throwing the ball in. Looking for Willie now. Curry gets the ball, trying to get it to Hess, decides not to use a dribble. Blue Comets come back up with it. Skips it across to Unier. She drives baseline and gets called for the blocking foul. Is going to be Hess. That's her 3rd foul of the night. She also is going to have to be careful as her and Holloway, both juniors, really carrying so far this evening. Unir's shot is no good. Burris is going to come in for Zoe. Zoe's going to take a much-deserved rest. Unier, her second shot. Again off the mark. Rebounded by Hicks. Hicks tried to get it across but gets hung up by a Mustang. Willie now with the ball, gets it to Rutherford. Rutherford gets it across to Desmarto. Back to Rutherford. She drives the middle, kicks it back out. Looking down low for Willie. Willie goes up with her left. No good, almost gets a rebound. Gets tied up with Lily Fisher, though. That's going to be a jump ball and back in the Blue Comets' hands. Unier with the ball. Gets it to Lubring. Now to Fisher in the middle. Bounce pass to Avery Hicks. Good for 2. Blue Comets have 48. Gets the ball back. And Kate Unier back to the line. As she's been all over the place defensively, causing all kinds of havoc for the Mustangs here tonight. First shot's good. Kate's got 7. Lubring going to take a seat as Holtzman comes in for her. Unier's second shot's no good. Hicks almost saved that ball, but instead it will stay with the Mustangs. Chanute still in their full court press. Rutherford gets it into Desmarto. Desmarto has nowhere to go. Fear of being trapped. She's got to get it across. Finally gets it across. Somehow gets it to Burris. Burris now to Curry. Curry to Desmarto. Back to Curry. Looking down low for Willie. Throws it away, though. Holtzman comes up with it. Kicks it across to Unier. Jump stops. Looks back out to Holtzman. Now to Fisher in the middle. Now to Peter. Short three off the mark. Rebounded and travel by Burris, but there's no call there. Desmarto. Now with the ball, gets it to Rutherford. 16 seconds left. Blue Comets now with the ball. Holtzman on the right side of the court. Hands it off to Unier. Back to Holtzman. Now to Fisher. Mid-range. No good. And that goes out of bounds. Clock will stop with 1.3 seconds left. Iola's got to heave it up. Desmarto had no idea how much time was left on the clock. That's going to be the end of the third quarter. We'll be back in about 60 seconds to start you off with the fourth and final quarter of the girls' basketball game. We'll be right back. Coach Dustin Fox seems to be pretty happy with this performance in this third quarter. 49-27. Blue Comets are really beginning to run away with it. They've really created a very comfortable lead for themselves in that third quarter alone. Chanute doing a much better job scoring. Iola just trying not to get the ball stolen. The same five that ended that corner are back in for the Mustangs. Desmarto almost loses it, gets it to Curry. Now to Willie. Willie up and under. Gets it back out to Curry. Long three. No good. Rebounded by Lubring. She's got a handful of rebounds herself. Long three for Lubring. Off the mark. Almost saved by Avery Hicks, but couldn't quite get there in time. Desmarto now with the ball. Fakes out. Kate crosses over. Trying to make it past half court. Kate pokes it out. Gets called for the foul, though. She's been pretty safe all game. That was her very first foul of the night. Desmarto now gets it to Rutherford. Rutherford takes the screen from Burris. Now trying to get it back to Desmarto. Kate Unier instead knocks it out of bounds. Iola now with the ball. Dribbling around, get it to Rutherford. Rutherford gets stuck. Gets it to Curry, back to Rutherford. Loses it. Gets it over to Desmarto. Now Curry, bounce pass to Burris. Burris trying to not get slapped. Iola moving around, long three for Rutherford, and that's good for her. 8 points for Brylan Rutherford. Unier decides to answer and respond with her own. She's got 19. Desmarto steps out of bounds on the near sideline in front of a bunch of cheering Blue Comet bench players right in her ear. Chanute throwing the ball in right next to the scores table. Kate now with the ball. Gets it to Sarah. Sarah could have pulled that, decided not to. Ruark down to Hicks. Hicks, no good. Ruark tries to get the rebound. Instead, rebounded by Kate Unier. That was going to be a foul on the play. Kate's got 5 rebounds of her own tonight. Lubring throwing the ball in. Looks like Holloway and Hess coming in for the Mustangs now, as they are very much needed in this last 6 minutes of the game. Ruark posting up, going up with the right hand, no good. Almost rebounded by Ruark. Instead, rebounded by Desmarto. She's got 3 rebounds of her own tonight. Curry gets it to Rutherford. Hess now with the ball. Desmarto, long threes off the mark, hanging a bit left there of the rim. Chanute now, looking to end this game strong. Swinging around, Hicks swings it across court. Pump fake, goes middle. Now Kate driving left, gets it over to Hicks for another 2-point play. She's been doing that all night, driving in, looking across the lane. Holloway with the ball, stops, gets it to Desmarto. Now to Holloway, looking for Hess. Hess drives baseline, moves some people out of her way, rebounded by Unier on the opposite side of the rim. Kate now gets it out to Sarah. Now to Lubring. Lubring doesn't know what to do with it for a second. Lubring driving middle, bringing in the defense. Gets it out to Kate. Kate drives to the right. Now to Hicks again, way off the mark. Looks like a little frustration foul on Avery Hicks. And that's going to be Mustang basketball. Peter in, as well as Claire Jones for Chanute, as Hicks and looks like Ruark going to take a bit of a seat. Desmarto getting double teamed again. Gives it up to Holloway, now to Hess. Hess to Curry. Curry to Rutherford. Reach-in foul on Peter. That's her first foul of the game. She's also been pretty safe all game long. Rutherford back out to Desmarto. Looking for a screen. Instead drives right into traffic. Lubring on the floor trying to pick up that play with one arm. Peter, no good, gets her own rebound. Gets it out to Unier. Unier off the mark. Peter's got a couple rebounds of her own tonight. Holloway decides not to take the 3. Gets it to Lubring for the steal. She's going to go all the way. She's also very quick. And that's good. Grace Lubring's got 6 tonight. And that's a timeout on the court for the Mustangs. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. We'll be right back in just a second. Iola with the ball. Just under 4 minutes left. Chanute up by 26. Iola trying to hang in there. Foul on the floor. Looks like Sarah Unier got a little bit excited there to try to get the ball away. She's got 3 on the night. That's 3 fouls, of course. Desmarto gets it over to Holloway. Holloway 3 is good. Beautiful 3 by Holloway. She's got 10. Peter back to Unier. Now to Kate. Over to Laney. Laney tried to get it in low, and that's going to be 5 on Holloway, and she is done for the night. She's going to take a seat indefinitely as Burris comes in. Great night, though, for excuse me. Great night for Brooklyn Holloway, as she has 10 points, 2 rebounds, and, of course, 5 total fouls. Holloway was definitely the main ball handler in the entire first half for the Mustangs, and she did a great job with it. Unfortunately, can't finish out this fourth quarter because of fouls. Curry throws the ball away thinking that Desmarto was going to spin around. Unier shot was no good, rebounded by Kate. Kate's picked up most of her rebounds here in the second half. No good, rebounded by Rutherford. Desmarto guarded closely, a little too closely by Kate. That's her second personal foul tonight. That's 5 for the Blue Comets, so every foul from here on out is going to be going to the line. Teddy bear toss tonight here at Chanute High School, either in between games or during halftime of the boys' game. There will be a teddy bear toss where stuffed animals will be casted into center court. Person who gets closest to a target wins a $50 grand prize. And I use the word grand loosely. Shot is good. Blue Comets now with the ball. Holtzman swinging it around. Looking down low for Peter. Peter gets fouled from behind by Burris. And Willie's going to come in for the Mustang as Burris is going to take a seat. That's 5 for Burris as well. That's 2 foul outs for the Mustangs tonight. Long 3 for Sarah. No good. Rebounded by Claire. Gets it to Kate. Kate puts it back for 2. Kate's looking for her double digits in points. And unfortunate for Desmarto. Gets it past several defenders, but dribbles right off of her foot, giving it to the Blue Comets. Chanute now gets away with the travel for Kate. Long 3 for Sarah. Short. Rebounded, put back by Jones. No good. Rebounded instead by Hess. She's got 8 rebounds on the night. Fox emptying his bench. Hess driving right, gets it to Desmarto. Long 3, bang shot is good. She wasn't sure how that happened. Nonetheless, she's got 5. Lubering to check in. Ruark to check in. Who is that? Rylan Carter to check in. Ella McKinney to check in. And Paige Hellman also to check in for the Blue Comets. Sarah's shot is no good. She says, I'm done shooting, and she walks straight to the bench. Blue Comets getting a great applause from the crowd. So Chanute's going to back off their defense a little bit, just let the girls play. Again, they're up by 20 at this point. Dismarto skipping it across. Guarded by Ruark now. Picked up by Lubring. Lubring bringing it back down the court. Carter gets it back out to Lubring. Lubring loses it. Picked up by Dismarto. Is she going to make it? And she does all the way. Dismarto's got 7. Lubring, main ball handler for Chanute now. 35 seconds left. Ruark going up for another 2. No good. Dismarto gets the rebound. She's had several rebounds so far in these last 2 minutes. Gets it to Hess. Hess back to Dismarto. Back to Hess. Great shot by Zoe Hess. She's got 15 on the night. Lubring dribbles it out, and that's going to be it for Chanute. Coming out on top, 58-42 against the Iola Mustangs. Great competition here tonight. Here are some of your individual stats for the game. Sarah Unier ends with 19 points, 3 fouls, 1 rebound. Zoe Hess ends with 15, 8 rebounds, 3 fouls. Great job by all the ladies out here. We'll see you here in just a little bit for the boys game. We'll be right back.